Welcome back to the Don't Write Back show. I'm here with the boys.
Hello.
Hiya.
How y'all doing this week? It's been a hot minute, ain't it?
It has been
It's been a while.
a bit. Seems like we say that at the beginning of every pod because
Nowadays.
we've been struggling to find time. Life and work gets in the way, but you gotta live and you gotta eat.
Yep.
So
You gotta make that bread somehow. Or something like that.
It's been hot as hell, Richard,
It has.
already. And I don't like it.
yeah, it's so hot that the AC doesn't want to keep up. And if I leave that door closed to the garage, it just is like a furnace in here.
We're like sitting in a smoker.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is my pants might come off here in a little bit.
Yeah, probably. I did open that door up for a while to try to let it cool down, and it is considerably cooler than it was earlier, but it's obviously still very hot. I turned the fan off, and I sat down for like 30 seconds, and I started sweating, so...
I can't remember what I was going through the other day. I think it was my computer.
Yeah.
I was looking through pictures and stuff, and I found one of you from when we recorded the Kevin video. With you were sitting in a chair with your pants off, duct taping a microphone to your thigh.
Indeed.
It was great.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Behind the scenes.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, Doug, have you seen that Hawktua girl?
Oh, dude, that's the only thing I'm all about it right now. All the memes.
I cannot open any social media without
Seeing it everywhere.
Seeing it.
I've been saving all the good ones.
We send
they're
each other.
mostly, yeah, they're mostly Final Fantasy related.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We send them to each other every once in a while.
I found a wrestling one though, and it was like the original Hawktua, and it was the Iron Sheik.
Oh, I saw that
He's
one.
like,
Yeah.
Russia #1, Iran #1, America Hawktua. Yeah.
You know, in a way, like, that girl probably thought she was going to do a quick interview with this guy, and then, like, that video was going to get a few views. She probably never thought it was going to go as far as it did.
Change her entire life.
Yeah, to the point where she's known as the Hawktua girl.
All I could say is, if I was her, I'd capitalize on it and make as much money as you can right now.
She probably has an OnlyFans by now.
Probably.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But I know. I saw a video of her.
Spitting on that thing.
I saw her video of her signing hats.
Yeah.
That said Hawktua 24 on it,
Oh, yeah.
like the presidential election hats. So I was like, you can get you a percentage of that or something.
Yeah. You need to trademark that.
Yeah, you make a few $1 million in a few months, probably.
Probably.
Right.
As big as it is. So.
Can you imagine just doing an interview with some random person and saying something completely stupid and it hitting big?
That's usually how it goes.
That
So,
is.
That's something stupid I would do.
Yeah. He's like, why couldn't it have been me? I don't think it would have gained as much popularity if the video was you.
I know.
that's, yeah.
We would probably play it 1,000,000 times, but
It had a million views from just me alone, just watching it and laughing. It's funny because I saw them post the full video the other day, and you still get like absolutely no context from really much
Yeah.
the full video.
no, she just says other crazy stuff too.
Yeah.
Like knock the cobwebs off of it or whatever.
Yeah. It's just like, good Lord. This girl.
Yeah. And she's like, I love you, Pookie. It was wild.
Who the hell's Pookie?
I know who my Pookie is.
Hi, Pookie.
Your Diddykins.
My I don't know what I was going to go with.
Diddy Dums.
Diddy Dums.
Diddy Dums, yeah.
Diddy Dums. So, Doug, you been watching anything good on TV recently?
You know, only Yu-Gi-Oh, really, and
Yu-Gi-Oh!
wrestling. I finished all of the original Yu-Gi-Oh series.
What'd you think of the final fight?
It was pretty good.
It was pretty damn good.
I remembered a good chunk of it. And then I watched the Yu-Gi-Oh movie that came out in 2004.
The one with
which confused the crap out of me because the timeline doesn't match up to anything.
Yeah, he was telling me about this a while ago.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the Phoenixes?
No, it's the one with Anubis. It's the Pyramid of Light.
Yeah, that's the Phoenixes.
Okay.
Because you had the three. Remember, I had the cards. Phoenix,
Yeah.
Telia, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Andros or whatever.
Yeah, I had Andros too. But yeah, that movie made no sense to me from a timeline perspective because the way they made it seem as it happens after the series, a ways after the series.
Yeah.
Because he's got all the Egyptian god cards and he's beaten Kaiba multiple times. Like, it shows him beating Kaiba in a duel that never happened in the series with where he like sacrificed his 2 Egyptian gods to give Obelisk infinite power, and then he destroyed his ultimate dragon and won the duel.
Yeah.
So like that had to have happened after the series, but the Pharaoh is still there.
But
So I'm so confused. Like, the Pharaoh was gone. He left.
I know in Dark Sides of Dimension, they talk about the god cards being gone forever. So they went down when the tomb went down.
Mm-hmm.
They went down with it. So Yugi didn't technically have them. But when Kaiba goes down in the thing to get the puzzle, because he retrieves the puzzle, thinking he can fight a Tim, he's able to summon Obelisk down there. But that was it. So there's a weird timeline in there somehow.
Yeah, so it just all makes no sense to me. But I'm going to watch that one next. That movie came out in 2017.
Yeah, it was 17 or
Dark
18.
Side of Dimension.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I'm going to watch it next.
There's
It's
another
on
movie that
Prime.
has...
Yeah, I can't get that one without paying for it. So
yeah.
I probably won't watch it for a while.
I don't think it's that great.
Probably not.
No, I watched it. It ain't that
Yeah, I was like, it got a terrible score.
Yeah.
I know that.
Maybe
And then,
some like more hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there probably enjoyed it, but I didn't.
I'm pretty hardcore when it comes to the original stuff. Like actual Yu-Gi or Jaden. Because I'm watching GX now. I made about 9 episodes in today.
That's pretty good. The one thing I like about Jaden over Yugi is Jaden actually loses more.
Well, that's true. I've already seen him lose twice.
2 or 3 times.
Maybe in the first season.
Easy.
I know he lost to Cyrus's brother.
Yeah.
I feel like he lost another one.
I can't remember if he loses to Alexis or not.
No, he beat her. And then the first duel against Chaz, he would have won, but it got ended early.
Yeah.
Because they weren't supposed to be dueling on the grounds or whatever.
Something like that. It's been a while since I watched it, so.
That's been most of my TV experience, though. Is all Yu-Gi-Oh! Or wrestling. Been paying way more attention to Raw than any other show right now because it just seems to be the most entertaining. Boomer knows why.
Enlighten us, Richard.
It's the Dirty Dom.
Yep, Dirty Dom.
Though Liv Morgan.
So I like Dom anyway. Everybody loves to hate him, but I like him. So.
I mean, it is Rey Mysterio's son.
It's Eddie Guerrero's son. Get it right. Nah, it's Ray's son. It's a pretty good storyline going.
Nice.
So.
Yeah. Consensus online seems to be that Damien is going to win the match, even though, like, he said he'd leave the Judgment Day if he loses. Mm-hmm. So it's saying he'll win, and Liv will help him win to kind of get in his good graces. That way, she just takes over the Judgment Day, basically.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna go the other way. I think Finn and JD are gonna cost him the match. They're gonna come out and he thinks they're gonna help, and they're gonna turn on him. So then he loses his belt. He's out of the Judgment Day. They're all gonna align with Liv.
He's
Rollins and Gunther will fight at SummerSlam for the title. Makes more logical sense with everything that they've put
either
on
that
TV.
or a cash in.
True. everything they've put on TV so far. Drew did say he's going to win and then cash in the same night, so it could be. You never know. So, Michael, what you been up to?
Dude, I've just been freaking sleeping all the time.
Yeah.
Play video games off and on, but for the most part, work, sleep, same old shit.
Yep, I've been trying to sleep as much as possible because this new work schedule's got me tired all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm actually not looking forward to opening tomorrow because I closed yesterday, so I just kind of wouldn't mind closing again.
Right.
But here we are. It's just all over the place and very exhausting. Body can't get adjusted to anything right now.
Yeah.
So
It's been rough, especially for me.
yeah. And then the child likes to wake up. My boy likes to wake up at like 7 most days.
Yeah.
So I'm basically up till from 7 to 11.
It's rough.
I'm too old to be doing that, and I want to sleep.
I have been taking naps, though.
I haven't. I mean, I took one today. I took a 20-minute nap on the floor right before Michael got here. I woke up, looked at my phone, I was like, Michael snapped me. Picture of my truck. I'm like, okay. I'm up now.
Yeah, I got off work. I just come straight over. But I think I told you the other day I was cooking some stuff, and I was messing around with some ideas I had for another cooking video.
Yep.
So I'm excited about it.
I look
Because
forward to
I
this.
found some things I think are going to be really fun to put on camera.
I can't wait to put on the costume.
Put on your chef hat again.
Yep.
And the apron.
The apron. I'll be excited to shoot the video in the kitchen. That way,
It's not hot.
The air conditioning.
we got some air conditioning.
It's cooler in the kitchen.
Yeah, we may need to think of more cooking videos in the near future.
It's the summer of cooking.
Pretty much.
So what about you, Richard? Have you been watching anything recently? Or just playing some games?
Playing some video games mostly.
Nice.
Finally platinumed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah, he's very excited.
Are they going
going
to send you a certificate?
They did.
They did in an email.
Did they?
Did I not send it to you?
You going to print it up?
Well, no, I
You should.
screenshotted it.
You should like get it like
frame it.
frame it and put it on the wall.
Yep. Put it in your
You
game
should do that
room.
every time.
I don't have the other one.
It's like you only had 2,
Yeah, they sent me one for Miles Morales.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
which is
Nice.
dumb because I platinumed that game too, and I didn't
Check
get
through
no
your emails, dude.
I didn't get jack shit.
Just check through. Well, I don't know if you delete your emails or not, but
I don't know. I may have deleted them at some point during.
well, so
I have 5,000 unread emails, so
you can type in PlayStation and then probably type in Miles Morales and something might pop up.
well, we're about to find out.
You do that.
You know, I've had so much email backup that my freaking Gmail has told me several times, like, hey, delete some of the stuff we're like 99.99% full. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I never read any emails. I don't.
I don't blame you. I very rarely do. But that was one I was looking for though, because I was happy about it.
That was the roughest thing about whenever I applied for the post office was they wanted me to watch my email, and I'm like, I never check it.
Yeah.
I never check my email.
Yeah.
So, they did send me something. I don't know if was yours like this. Well, that's for Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, not that, but for Miles Morales.
Well, they sent me one for Spider-Man 2 when I platinumed it back in November of last year. Let me see.
So here's the one for Miles Morales, because I did actually screenshot it and put it on Instagram.
Completion. Nice.
So
Very cool. Yeah, you need to get that framed and put on your wall. Just all your accolades, you need to have them up on the wall, dude.
all the things that I'm excited and happy about.
Yeah. So that way, whenever you're streaming something, you have all that shit on the wall, and like people will be like, "Oh shit, he knows his shit."
Well, I can't put you on the wall though.
Hey, just
What?
I'll take a picture for you, and then you just frame it and put it up on your wall.
That
There
looks
you go.
exciting to me.
You should also just like go to your PlayStation account or whatever and pull up all your platinums and just screenshot that and frame it. Throw it out there.
Fair enough.
I think you've passed me on platinums.
I'm at 11. You're at 9.
Yeah.
And hopefully before college football comes out, I'll be at 12.
Hopefully before college football comes out, I'll be at 11. I need a platinum the other Mayo game. So you're 2 ahead of me because of that cop out. And then you have what's the other
You
one?
have
And then
Final
you
Fantasy
Rebirth.
2 that I don't.
Yeah.
Because I stopped playing it. I got busy on something else. And honestly, I could platinum the original Final Fantasy 7. Because the only one that I have left to do is do the date with Barrett. And then it's platinum.
Nice.
So,
You should do that.
I should. I am just...
Taking a break from Final
yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Consumed your life for
237 days. 237 hours. I'm sorry. 237 hours.
That's weak sauce. Mine says like 651 hours.
He doesn't turn his off.
I don't. I just let it run. It just runs up the time.
But I'm pretty sure he's got a higher time than me regardless.
Probably. I'm not good. Like we'll look at these strategies and he'll either get it to work or tweak it just enough to make it work. And
That's how I did
it. And then I just I'm like a goat running into a brick wall over and over and over again.
I know there is when you fight virtual Sephiroth, I know Optinoob says to let him hit you with a certain move.
And you're like,
And
no.
then, yeah, I said no. And I was like, fuck it. So I was just like, instead of doing Arcane Ward, like he does later in the fight, I just started casting magic at him. And then I won that way. So it was a little bit slower than his, but it worked.
I missed.
So,
Yeah.
If you'd have had your Mahomes jersey on, you could have made that.
Yeah.
but I will say that the 7 remake, yeah, I missed a lot when I first played it through, but I don't think it'll take me as long. Because, you know,
He's a
when you
glutton for punishment.
yeah. When you have to do the pull-ups and then the squats in the remake version instead of Rebirth, when you do Rebirth, you do crunches.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing, where it's the button pushing. So we kind of already have that down because we did the crunches.
I didn't struggle too hard with that one. Like, I would get really close and get frustrated, and then I slept on it for a day, and then I got it the next morning in like 3 tries.
The only bad thing is you actually have to go to chapters, in the chapters, and go do it.
Then,
You can't do it.
from wherever you're
Yeah,
at.
so...
Fair enough. It's all right. I'm playing it from the beginning anyway because I played it on PS4 not PS5.
Well, you can download your...
Oh, yeah, sync your data over.
Yeah, you can sync your data over and it'll automatically ping.
I need to do that.
So. Or you can just play it on PS4, just pop the game in or whatever, platinum it on there, and then get... Oh, I just...
he just gave himself an idea. And then you get 2 platinums.
2 platinums for the price of 1.
Sync your data to the PS5.
I wonder if you
after.
can sync your PS5 to the PS4 and it'll pop. I don't know.
Probably not.
It's
I'm not going to look that up right now, but that's a good
it's
one
fun
idea.
to watch your mind work sometimes.
It does. It's like...
Sometimes the
When he
hamster
gets an
stays on the
idea
wheel.
and an idea hits him, I love it. He gets really excited.
It is exciting. I mean, because this whole trophy thing has been like exhilarating to me a little bit because it's just like a completionist.
Yeah.
Like, there's one thing on my favorite Final Fantasy that I know I won't be able to do because it's the fucking jump rope, and that stuff is bullshit.
Yeah, you got to jump rope 1,000 times
Yeah,
without messing up.
but I can do everything else. I haven't done everything else, but I can do everything else.
Yeah,
I can perfect that game, but that's the only thing I can't do.
Yeah,
It pisses me off.
I can jump rope like 3 times and then I fail.
I got to 29 the other day.
Yeah, almost, buddy.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the crappiest. Like that's harder than what we're doing with Rebirth.
It really is.
And Rebirth is too hard for me. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm close, but the brutal legendary challenges is like just
It's kicking his ass.
too fucking hard.
It kicked my ass a little bit.
One thing though, talk about platinuming all these games and stuff and being a completionist, but you haven't finished Strangers in Paradise yet.
No, but that's on my to-do list actually.
Because that was a really fun game. I'd like to platinum it, but I don't know what it'll take to platinum that. I haven't looked.
I don't either, but I also got a feeling that I know there's walkthroughs on how to do it, so it's not going to be.
So my bucket list is to platinum every Final Fantasy game.
I was watching a video for like 3 through 6.
Yeah.
There is stuff that are missable, so we just got to watch out for that.
1 and 2 also had missable things.
Yeah. Like I think some of the chests, in 1 are missable, but as long as you follow like a walkthrough or whatever, it should be all right.
Which the older games, since I have no knowledge of them, I'm using walkthroughs anyway because I don't know what to do and when to do it.
I played a little bit of 4, 5, and 6.
When we were kids.
When they were on Chronicles or in Anthology or whatever.
Yeah.
I played them then, but I didn't get very far.
Yeah.
But
I didn't, cause like I started playing 1 and I'm like, I don't have a clue. Like I'm just wandering around until I wander into the place I'm supposed to go. So
that's the thing with the first one. It doesn't tell you where to go.
Yeah. It was still a fairly new concept RPGs.
Yeah.
So
well, that was originally Squaresoft's one of Squaresoft's last games.
Yeah.
But then it hit, so kind of revived their company. Mm-hmm. So. But another one that I would like to play, or one I need to play again, is 16.
Yeah, I didn't get very far.
I would like to platinum 15. I think that one would be a little bit more difficult to do.
I want a 13 remaster.
There is talks of PS3 having, I guess, some sort of emulator.
Backwards
compatibility
with it.
So
that would be fantastic if it's got trophies.
Yeah.
Because I want to platinum it, but I also want to play it again. So if they would either do that or if they would just do a remaster for the new console, I'm not telling them to remake it. I actually enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot you could do differently to make it any better other than everybody wants it to be open world. Like, I would guess they could do that.
There was another thing that people hated, and it was the not having side quests until the end.
Well, yeah.
So
eventually they could do a remake, but I'd settle for a remaster so they can keep remaking 7, 8, and 9 because that's what I really want.
Yeah, and I know there was some sort of what is it? I sent it to you last night.
Oh yeah, the possible another
Final Fantasy 8, but it being like a
Laguna
prequel
story. Yeah.
So that would be pretty fun. I don't know. I thought about doing all of the Final Fantasies, or at least attempting to do it. But I know that's hundreds of hours, and I know I don't truly have hundreds and hundreds of hours to do it. But
when my son gets old enough to start playing them himself, I'll have time.
That just means you're gonna have to buy him one.
That's fine.
I gave my daughter my PS4, and she still plays on my PS5.
Yeah.
So I was like, get off.
Get out of here.
That just gives me an excuse to put 2 TVs next to each other in the same room.
I didn't think to do that, but
like,
my house isn't as big, so
it's true. Like, here's mine. Here's what I'm playing. We can play them at the same time. That way, I can show them what to do. Show them the ropes. I always said if I had a kid, I'd start them on like Super Nintendo because that's what I started on.
Yeah.
And I still have mine, and I can do that with him. But to be honest, it's probably going to be the Switch. He'll probably start at the Switch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they got an emulator on there anyway, so.
They do.
I'm not saying it has every game that you own. I don't think it does, but it has a good chunk of them.
But I'll probably start him with a Switch because it's handheld and something. He'd probably enjoy it more, Mario and stuff. And then I could be like, well, here's how we had to do it back in the day, and then I'll bust out the Super Nintendo. I wanted him to have, if he's going to be a gamer, I wanted to have an appreciation for the past, though. I'm not just, I just want to play Minecraft and Fortnite all the time.
Gotta have an appreciation to the past.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Minecraft is the past for some of them.
It is.
It's just
But
not
he
so
needs
distant.
he needs to know our past.
Well, then you need to get an Atari. I'm joking.
Atari was before our time.
It was.
I mean, I had one for a short time. Played Dig Dug.
I think technically the Super Nintendo was before your time, too.
Maybe. I thought it came out in 91.
I think it did, but I don't remember when it came out in 91.
Probably late 91 or mid 91. I don't feel like February or January was going to be unless they dropped it on the first of the year. I doubt it was either
Good
like
question.
It's either summertime or like right before Christmas.
As long as it's before February 25th, I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that? It was my time. Now the Nintendo was before my time.
It was before my time, though. I think I was like 90 or 80 something.
I'm gonna find out real quick.
You're gonna look it up.
Ooh, so it depends. So it was released in 1990 in Japan and South Korea. It was released in 91 in North America and 92 in Europe. 93 in South America.
Well, to be fair, it came out in 90.
The nationwide release of the console was September 9th, 1991. It was available earlier in California, possibly as early as August 21st. So either way, I'm older than the American Super Nintendo because I think the 1990 one that released was called the Super Famicom.
Yep.
Different
You
system,
are correct.
even though it's the same thing.
Different but the same.
Different but the same. Technicality. See, our brain works there. So Michael,
Either way, I was older than that.
We've like ran with this video game stuff for like a while now. You had to step away for a minute.
Yeah, business call.
And
Work calls.
Yeah, so I was like, we just got off on a big tangent
About video games.
Yeah,
I can't believe you're going to eat one of those.
I'm bringing the snack back for the pod.
Did you see the date on this thing? I gave these to them last year.
Did you?
Before that date.
September 1st.
Well, if I get the runs, I'll blame you.
Well,
Yeah,
you
sure.
can't blame me. I gave them to you before that date.
I'm sure
Did
they
you?
taste fine.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, they're all right. So Mom found them out here the other day when she was babysitting.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Where'd you get Girl Scout cookies?" I was like, "Oh, Boomer gave them to me like last year." She's like, "Last year?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Are they still good?" I'm like, "I don't know, probably." She opened them up and looked at them. She's like, "They look good." So, that first tray, I didn't eat a single one. So I was like, I'm assuming they're good. She didn't tell me she got sick afterwards.
Right?
But they are melting a little bit.
They're wilting under the,
Well, it
under
is
the
hot in
garage.
here, so
Look at my pits, dude.
pit stains.
That's some heavy armpit saturation.
I'm a little dehydrated. Need some high quality H2O.
I was hoping you'd get where I was going with that.
Oh, yeah. Did you see I sent y'all one. It was another one of the Hawk-Tua videos. Might have been on TikTok. I don't remember. But there's the guy that like dresses up like Bobby Boucher and he does a really good impersonation. And he's like talking to the Hawk-Tua girl. And he's like that was like a loogie. You're severely dehydrated. Like, here, try this as some high quality H2O.
From a glacier in Alaska.
Oh yes. So I was like, that was awesome. That was one of the better memes I've seen of it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we derailed this with video game talk, and
Of
we
course,
can do that
it's
for
like the greatest thing ever.
we can do that for days on end. So I know you had some stuff
I do.
thought out for this episode.
But now that people have got to listen to the video game stuff and got a feel for who you are, now I can ask you some deep questions about yourselves.
Oh,
I like it.
So the first question I come up with: if you didn't know your age, how old would you think you'd be?
So am I answering about him or myself?
Yourself.
Well, if I didn't know my age, I would probably think I was like freaking like 18 or 19. Just the way I talk.
I can see that.
I would totally would have thought he would have said like 16.
No, that's when I shave.
He hasn't shaved since.
You mean 12? I haven't shaved, and I couldn't tell you how long. Okay, I haven't completely shaved. I trim.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So, you asking me the same question?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm going off of like how I feel physically,
Shit.
I
If
think
I feel
I'm-
physically, then I'm like 85.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm like
I should be in a nursing home.
I'm like 50, 55, 60. But if it's just my mentality, probably like 16 to 18 ish. Like just based off what I'm into, and
Right.
you know, I miss not having responsibilities.
Right.
Responsibilities.
Sponsorabilities.
What about you, Michael?
I don't really know. I mean, as far as like just maturity level and everything, I would say pretty young.
Maturity level. What's maturity around here, guys?
Right.
Is it because of like your sense of humor and the
Right.
video games and stuff like that?
Things of that nature.
Similar,
like
yeah.
The type of humor I like, the dick and fart jokes and stuff like that. But I mean,
Travis shows goated, dude.
honestly,
Indubitably.
I would say like just the way I think and everything. I would think I was probably like about mid 30s, maybe early 40s. I don't know, because sometimes, dude, I forget how old I actually am.
Really?
I do
I
that
really
sometimes.
do. I forget.
Oh, same.
Like we'll talk about it at work and
Yeah.
shit, and then I'm like, I really don't know how old I am.
I'll forget like by about a year. Like,
Yeah.
I don't completely forget, but I'm just
Yeah.
like so a lot of time, like all this year, I still think I'm 32,
Yeah.
but I'm 33.
What's funny is there will be times that he's with me, and I'm like, and I just have to look at him. I'm like, shit.
And then you turn 33 next month,
Yeah, the end of next month.
28th, right? 29th.
29th.
Yep. You and Micah have the same birthday.
We do.
And his cousin also has the same birthday.
Yeah, Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the same birthday as like a lot of people. Like almost everybody that I know that I grew up with has the same birthday as me. It's weird.
Well, that's wild.
It's very weird.
I've only ever met one other person that I can remember that had the same birthday as me.
Yeah.
Not a super common birthday.
No, it's not.
But I do share a birthday with Ric Flair
And Sean Astin.
and Sean Astin, Frodo, and Maria Kanellis.
That's not Frodo. That's Samwise Gamgee.
Sam, you know what I meant. I was already moving on to the next celebrity in my head. Maria Kanellis, Fred and George. So, share a birthday with the Weasleys.
Yeah, I don't remember who I shared birthday with.
And Jimmer Fredette for the basketball
Jimmer
fans.
Fredette.
I was a big Jimmer Fredette fan.
Yep.
You
My
know-
daughter shares a birthday with a celebrity.
Does she? Who?
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
Lavigne.
I remember him saying that.
I've looked mine up several times.
Hold on,
And,
I'll look mine up real quick.
I share a birthday with Dak Prescott.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I share a birthday with Ted from How I Met Your Mother. Share a birthday with Mussolini. I share a birthday with Geddy Lee
Geddy Lee.
from Rush,
Oh, nice.
the bass player, lead singer.
Yeah.
celebrity birthdays on June 10th.
It's like
Elizabeth
no
Hurley.
data found.
Yeah,
Elizabeth who?
Hurley. Her birth year was 1965. Shane West. I don't know who that is. Yeah, we're gonna move on.
It's like this is
I'm just gonna look for names that I know. DJ Qualls. Ooh,
There you go.
DJ Qualls.
The new guy.
Judy Garland. I
You
did
know what else
not know
DJ
that.
Qualls was in?
He was in Road Trip.
Supernatural.
Oh, was it?
That's right. He was.
He was Garth. You've been Garthed. I liked him. He was funny.
Those are 2 names. Bill Burr as well.
I like Bill Burr. He's funny.
So there's 3. John Edwards. He's a American politician.
Will Wheaton
Will Wheaton.
and Martina McBride.
Tara Lipinski.
There you go. Yeah.
Wait,
Jonathan.
Tara Lipinski. Why does that name sound familiar?
I don't know. Sounds like a politician or something. Like
She was,
Monica Lewinsky. That's probably what I was thinking.
Tara Lipinski.
Them lips sprung, boy.
You guys ever see them creepy animated videos that they've been putting out where like their faces are all like jacked up?
Yeah.
And being really creepy.
Yeah.
So I thought I sent one, but maybe I didn't. But there was a Garfield one the other day that I saw. It made me kind of uncomfortable. It's just like the actual Garfield cartoon at the beginning, and it's like his neighbor or the girl that he dates or whatever. She's like, "Are you ready to go?" He's like, "Yeah, just 1 second. Let me get the animals situated before we go." And he shuts the door. He's like, "Garfield, can you come down here for a minute?" And he's like, there's like a pan of lasagna that's half eaten. And then it's like some bald guy in a diaper or a pair of underwear. It's like in chains. He's like laying on the ground. He's blindfolded. And he's like, "Did I tell you could eat the lasagna?" This is like creepy serial killer shit. He's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." He's like, "Can cats talk, Garfield?" He's like, "Meow, meow, meow, meow." He's like, "Now make bread. Make bread." And he's like over there on the ground scratching. His like nails are falling off and shit. It was disgusting and weird, but also kind of funny. And ever since I've watched a couple of those, I get at least a couple of those a day now on my feed. They're weird. The first one I saw was The Amazing World Gumball.
That's a stupid show.
And then it is, and then Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd, where he like grabs Elmer Fudd's ass and squeezes her hard. Oh, Wabbit.
So, the next question. Is it more important for you to be liked or respected?
Are we looking deep down at ourselves as we are as people right now, or what we want?
No, just you as you are.
Honestly, this one sounds like shit, but it's to be liked. And that's one thing that I hate about myself.
See, somewhere along the way, he and I flipped personalities a bit. Because I feel like it used to be the other way around. And maybe it's just from a professional aspect. Nowadays, like I spent my whole life wanting to be liked by people. Now I would just rather be respected. I could kind of give a shit if some people like me or not.
Right.
Like I don't want to be mean or nothing. I'm not trying to be mean to anybody. Like I want everybody to like me, but I don't like a lot of people anymore.
Right.
And that's just how it is. Like I don't have a whole lot of energy anymore to put up with ignorance. Mm-hmm. So if like people get on my nerves, which is not hard to do, then I'm just
everybody
like,
gets on his nerves. Pretty sure I get on his nerves
all the time.
So
I'm stuck with you though.
You are stuck with me. So I think there was a big reason, and I'd probably rather not say it on.
That's fine.
And remind me, and I'll explain it after.
Yeah. Well, I figured
there's a reason.
Elements.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I still want to get along with everybody, and I still want to like everybody, and I want everybody to like me. But I also understand how exhausting that is.
Right.
And how, like, there's a reason that I tell everybody that I only have 2 friends, and it's you two. Like, I have other friends, obviously, but, like, I don't give much of my life away to other people.
Yeah.
Like, I try to make time for you guys, and that's about it. And that's
same.
just how it is.
Same.
keep the circle small, and I mean, to me, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Right.
I just don't have a lot of time for anything else, and I'm okay with that. 10 years ago, I would not have been that way. I would have not wanted to leave my house still, but I would have tried to go do something with whoever asked me, just because I just wanted to be liked and have friends.
What about you, Michael?
I'm in the same boat as Doug, honestly. I mean, I've been liked, and, you know, in the place of work, it's nice to feel respected. And, you know, I've had that at other jobs. This job doesn't quite seem that way, but at this point in the stage of life I am right now, respect is more important than likability, because I've accepted I'm a small group guy.
Yep.
You two are my only friends, and I really don't give a shit if anybody else likes me. I really don't care.
Yep.
It doesn't really bother
Yeah.
me.
It's not. You're not trying to be rude to them or nothing.
No, and I'm gonna
but
be nice to people. It's just like I'm not gonna go out of my way to people please and everything. I'm
Yep.
gonna stay true.
Been there, done that. It's
Who I
like I said,
am.
it's exhausting.
Yeah.
So makes perfect sense.
I know who my true friends are.
Yep.
You know, you guys, obviously. And it's
Yep.
just like, I don't need to be liked. I like to be liked.
Yep.
That's fine. But it's just like, respect is...
It's not very high on your priority list.
No.
Now, on the flip side of that, I want my music to be liked, and I want everybody to like my music. So go listen to it. Like it. Please. It comes from a very real place. Well, the two of us have written every song that we've ever released, and I guarantee you they've all come from somewhere real.
Oh, yeah.
This is only, we don't just...
Very much.
I have one exception to that.
Do you?
I do.
Which one is it?
Only one.
I'm not. I'm talking about everything we've written and released.
Not stuff
I'm not
that's
talking
recorded.
covers. I'm not talking covers. I know I released a cover. That's you know what I mean.
I know. I was
Every
joking.
original we've ever put out is something that we've both written, and it's both from life experience and not just random people writing us songs.
Right.
I've tried it that way, and they were very shitty songs. So I don't even remember any of them.
The next question I have for you guys, and this may be a bit of a thinker. How can a single moment have the power to change everything?
Read it again.
How can a single moment have the power to change everything? And has a single moment ever changed things in your life?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how to
I don't know how to.
explain an answer to that first part. But yeah, like, so becoming a dad is the first thing I think of. Getting married is probably another one that changes a lot of people, or can change you completely.
Yep.
Technically, my first marriage changed me completely. It was more of the end of it, but, you know, I'm definitely not the same person I was when I went into it or when I came out. So, and it may have been a crappy situation at the time, but I came out way better in the end.
Mm-hmm.
A much better person, a much more knowledgeable person.
Right.
So yeah, there are definitely events in your life that can completely change you. So
It's hard to answer that first one, but Doug hit it on the nail on the coffin on that second one. I mean, for me, marriage, kid, even death can change you as a person.
Yeah.
I guess an answer to the first would be the energy in that moment.
Right.
Like,
yeah, or the gravity of that moment.
yeah. what's happening at that very moment.
Yeah.
So, like, from the aspect of becoming a father or a parent, it's just like your entire world changes because
Not only
your priorities are completely different from that point forward.
not only are you taking care of yourself, but you're taking care of
You're responsible for another life that you brought into the world.
right.
So it changes your perspective on a lot of things going forward. So that was deeper than I thought we were getting in this podcast.
I know.
I've got another deep question for you.
Uh-oh.
The next question I have.
Do you wipe forward or backwards?
I thought we wiped sideways.
I had to bring that back down a little bit.
You guys are wiping?
Team bidet.
I got a bidet.
What do you guys think is the meaning of life? What's the meaning of your life?
The meaning of my life?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how to answer this for it to ever actually sound right or be right. And maybe there's no right or wrong answer.
There's no right or wrong answer.
But to me, it's smiling and jokes. So there's always some sort of joke that I've got going on.
Just taking
life.
everything in stride and just being happy. And
Rolling
trying
with
to
it.
be-
Rolling what has been given to
So
you.
the meaning of life. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, for me, mine would just be to leave an impact on the people's lives of people I care about, to leave a positive impact on their
Right.
life or an impression on them, and to leave a legacy. As egotistical as that sounds, I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave the world a little better than I found it, in a way. Like, my son is my legacy. I want
Right.
him to be better than I was. I want people to see him as an adult and be like, you had a good parents, like they taught you right.
Yeah.
They were good people. Like that, to me, that's something I really think about.
Absolutely.
He brought the word ego into it.
I did. So I know that sounds like an egotistical thing at first.
It's
to
kind
be
of something that,
you thought you would have said.
yeah, a little
I
bit.
was wondering because Boomer looked like he had something to say through that whole thing.
Yeah,
Egotistical, man.
it-
Doug having an ego.
yeah.
Wow.
I've always had. I got a chip on my shoulder. Usually, it's in a professional sense.
I
but
probably have. Out of the three of us, I have the biggest ego.
Think so?
I think so.
I think it depends on what we're talking about.
I don't know.
As an overall
I'm an
aspect.
egomaniac.
That's why we all get along so well. We all have huge egos, but we all also kind of
Keep them in check.
can put them to the side around each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Unless it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, we all have
Best of 7.
best of the, we all have we all have huge egos, and I think most people do in general. But we're also all pretty grounded people, which it's okay to have an ego. Everybody's got one.
Oh yeah.
I think you should have one.
It's when you're not grounded at all. It is when it's a problem.
Right.
So
When you let that ego become
yeah,
something.
because then you're a narcissist.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like
We've
I
known
don't
people
really,
like that,
yeah,
you
I
know?
don't really feel like I'm a narcissist. I know I know I have a big ego. I know I always have a chip on my shoulder,
Yeah.
but I also can be humble and grounded.
Right.
And I know I'm not the best at some things, but other things I'm better than just about anybody around. So
So anyway, that card, it's a flip effect. It destroys 2 monsters.
oh, it's a different one.
Yeah.
How much is it?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
Lowest price new, $311, free shipping. It's tempting. I want that what was it called? The mimicking man-eater bug?
Yeah, I bought it.
Well, he showed me a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I want it because it's like, has the same effect as the man-eater bug, where it destroys a face down card or a monster regardless of position.
Target one monster on the field, destroy it, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to the monster's original attack.
Yep.
Then you can change this card's type to that monster's original attack.
And I'm pretty sure it's a continuous effect. It doesn't say for one turn.
Right.
So I assume it's for the duration that bug is on the field.
Also cannot be destroyed by battle.
Yep.
Cannot be destroyed by the effects of monsters with the same type.
Yep. That's one of the most, like, really most powerful, like, normal cards out there. Because it's just like Man-Eater Bug with, like, 450 attack, right? And whatever defense. But, like, say you flip it and take out a Blue Eyes, and then your freaking Man-Eater Bugs of Blue Eyes with 3,000 attack and Dragon type can't be destroyed by battle. And yeah, that's think about picking one of them up and adding it to the old deck for when I whip Boomer's ass.
Hell yeah.
No rebuttal.
He's like, nope. So, Richard,
Michael.
my next question. What's your favorite thing about yourself?
Them titties, son.
Favorite thing about myself.
You, your friends, and your Johnson.
It took a second, but I knew exactly where it was. Ray William Johnson. Favorite thing about myself.
Would it be your sense of humor?
There's
Would
a
it
part of
be
me
your work
that
ethic?
there's a part of me that thinks that it'd be a cop out if I said sense of humor.
Again, there's no right or wrong answer here.
There's a part of me that wants to say the ability to control the room's atmosphere. Whether I have a bad mood going on, you can feel it in the room, or if I have a good mood and a ha-ha laughing one, you can feel it in the room.
Or if you're farting a lot, you can feel that in the atmosphere too.
Yeah.
Methane.
I think that's what I would go with.
Get a little lightheaded over here.
I got a headache. No.
So just your presence. Just
Presence.
Like,
Yeah, my presence.
yeah. Your presence and your influence on the room and the energy in the room.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Seems to be the right thing to say.
I would have been very vain and said my hair, but we all know I've been wanting to cut my hair for like months now.
Yeah.
Do it.
Which I do love my hair, but
It's time.
it's almost time. Got to make it through the wedding.
It's time to play the game.
It's time to duel.
Well, we went two different ways.
yeah. Man, I really don't know my favorite quality, because I've always been a very self-deprecating person. I've always hated almost everything about myself for my whole life. So
He hates the fact that he loves wrestling.
sometimes I do.
You are pretty obsessive sometimes.
Oh, I'm very obsessive. I'm overly obsessive about. If I like it, I'm obsessed.
You know,
about
back when we were in like high school, I felt like I was pretty obsessive about it. But now, like I look at it now and be like, Doug is way more than I ever was.
It's true. Dude,
That video we did, it was like a video or just a audio, I can't remember, when we did the whole him versus me on the
wrestling trivia.
He just mopped the floor with me.
I'm more of a historian when it comes to wrestling too, though. Like I have watched so much old wrestling stuff
On VHS?
on VHS. I used to go to Food for Less and rent pay-per-views. Like I probably wore out the Royal Rumble 95 and 96 on VHS from Food for Less. I played all the old games, and then when I got older and then they had the network, I'd go back and watch old stuff. You go back and watch like older episodes of Raw and stuff. Like I don't really do that. I don't really go back and watch the old stuff because it's just
That's something I do.
it's just hard to find a jumping in point for me.
It is.
And to keep up with it.
Like, I normally start, if I start, like, SmackDown, I think of 2002.
Yeah.
2001, 2002. And that's normally where I'll jump in on SmackDown. Raw, I remember watching Raw when we actually got cable. It was like 2004.
Yeah.
I think the first Raw that I watched was when Lita and Trish had a main event.
That was 2005.
I think that was the first time I watched
See,
Raw.
pointless wrestling knowledge.
Well, like I said, it was 2004, 2005.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they made it in 2005, and that's when they thought she broke her freaking neck
Yeah,
with that
'cause that
dive.
jump, yeah.
She's scorpion on the outside.
Dude, it was gnarly.
But no, like I've tried to jump into wrestling, like random episodes of Raw back in the day, and just try to watch it for a few weeks or whatever, and I can't get into the first episode that I click on because I have to find somewhere where the story has been paid off. It's easier to do in like the 2010s era because they paid everything off at every pay-per-view and then they started a new story.
That's something that I would try to do is I would jump in right after a pay-per-view.
Yeah. So I would jump in.
Normally some of the stories would be over. Not all of them, but some of them.
I would try to jump in like just randomly after a pay-per-view in like the Attitude Era and nothing made sense ever. So I think if I try it again, it'll be like the Raw after Mania. I'll just pick a random year, Raw after Mania, and start there. Because that seems to be the best way to do it.
Well, that's like technically the new year.
Yeah, but I'm like I'm more of a wrestling historian in the stuff I like. Like I watch all the biographies and I watch all the rivalry things. Anything about Shawn Michaels, I've seen it.
Yeah,
I own
and
it.
He said a wrestling historian. My mind went wrestling god.
Yeah, old JBL.
JBL.
So. Yeah, I don't think I answered the question, but it is what it is. I don't really have an answer.
From that, I kind of got Doug's obsessiveness, I guess.
He is kind of obsessive.
I'm super.
When he gets into something, he's very obsessive.
I mean,
look at Arrow
I know
for all those years. Supernatural. He still talks about Supernatural.
Yeah, I love Supernatural.
I
still love Arrow.
He still talks about Shawn Michaels.
I mean, Shawn Michaels.
I'm surprised he hasn't had her watch Heartbreak and Triumph 5 million times already.
It's coming. We watched A&E Biography Legends the other night for like
I need to watch
4
the
hours.
Eddie Guerrero one.
Yeah, we watched the director's cut of Booker T and the director's cut of Stone Cold, and then whatever the newest one that just came out this RVD. We watched RVDs this week.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good. Those were all people from my childhood that I enjoyed, and I like to go back and hear stories about it and behind the scenes stuff. That's cool to me. That's what I like. But I mean, even though Boomer bought 2 of these, there are 4 copies of the Sorcerer's Stone in this room.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 in the chest.
Make sure there's not one hiding in there.
I'm pretty sure. Although I do have another paperback somewhere. I just don't know where it is. It may be in there. So there may be 5 copies of the Sorcerer's Stone in this room. So, yeah, I obsess very badly. There's also, which Michael kind of shares my obsession, there's like 6 guitars in this room too.
Yeah.
That's just, you like what you like, and if you got money to spend on it, you're going to do it.
Yep.
So, Final Fantasy, Platinum in games. I'm a very obsessive personality. I know that I am. It is what it is.
And I'm just going to lead with one last question because we're already at the hour mark.
Okay.
So my last question is...
I'll be honest, it felt like we've been going for like 2 hours.
I know. It really has.
Because I've been rambling hard.
So the last question is going to be, if you could give your younger self any advice, just one piece of advice, what would it be, Richard?
I have a cop-out answer.
If I give one bit of information.
I have a cop-out answer, and I have a real answer.
So...
You want me to go first?
Go first.
Okay. So my cop-out answer is stay away from that bitch. Because she about ruined my life. Now, my real answer...
It's okay. I brought him back.
It's all right. My real answer, though, if if I could give myself any advice, it would have been to chase my dreams and chase them early. And not wait until my 30s to start chasing dreams.
Right.
So, because I feel like we would be a lot further along than what we are. Mm-hmm. I think we would be. I don't know if we'd be making money doing what we're doing. Maybe not. We would have been ahead of the game though, if we would have got into like this stuff. Because like this is a dream to be able to make content and do stuff like that. And I know it's super oversaturated right now. Everybody's doing it, but I think there was an interest back in the day. We just didn't have the know-how,
The knowledge. Yeah.
and I think trying to figure it out was too scary of a thought to actually do it. And then music, like for sure. I was always too nervous or too scared to actually commit to like chasing that dream. And I wish it's something we would have done when we were 18, 19, first starting. Mm-hmm. I did need a lot of growing up and a lot of life experience to become a better writer. But yeah, it's melted. But that would be my advice. Chase your dreams. Chase them early. I mean, it's never too late to chase your dreams, but it's a lot easier when you don't have roots. Responsibilities. Tommy Pickles said it best.
I like it.
What you got?
I like it. That's a good answer, Deb.
Don't take things for granted.
That's also true. Very true.
Don't be scared. Just go for it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Pretty much.
I'm going to need another shirt.
You sweated through that one?
Oh, yeah. To be fair, I sweat through every shirt every day.
All day, every day.
My undershirt, I completely soak it at least 3 times a day.
That's actually really good. I want another one.
What is it? That cookie? Get another one. Doesn't matter that they're a year out of date. It's fine.
They were packaged.
I'm pretty sure I still got another pack somewhere. I just don't know what flavor they are.
Before you do, Richard, give us your spiel.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at the Don't Write Back Show. And, yeah.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Let me tell you something. Let me talk to you.
Got anything to add to that, Michael? Or
I don't. He does it so well.
He does.
Even if we take so much time off, he still hits that.
Oh, it's ingrained into his mind
Every time.
It's right up there with all his pointless video game knowledge.
Yeah, that's up there. I may become old, senile, and...
He'll be in the nursing home, and I'll just be like, Boomer, hit the spiel.
Hit the spiel. We just...
Well, and then I'll be like, hold on.
We just...
Sitting there looking at this and be like... Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
He's like, oh, my back. My back.
I broke my hip.
My neck.
My back.
Yes. Everybody knows where that's going.
I was waiting for him to say it. He just didn't say it.
We all need to make sure we get put into the same nursing home if that happens.
Yeah.
Or we just need to get a healthcare provider and we'll just all move into the same house.
Sonny will take care of us.
There we go. We got it figured out. He may be in the same boat, though.
I'll never forget the times when he would cuss.
And you get onto him for cussing.
And then I would tell you, and then you would spank him.
I thought that chair was going that time.
I did too.
That would have been the funniest thing ever.
He has more faith in those chairs than I have in anything in my life.
If that chair would have went, he would kick the table over with him.
Table went flying.
all the microphones, all the cookies, books, everything.
The cookies are so melty they were stuck to the blue screen.
Landed on his face. All right, I had that nice Southern goodbye thrown in there. Got that wizarding wheeze out one more time.
Yeah. Now we got to read some books.
Yeah. So
When are we gonna put these out?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks for listening. We'll catch y'all in the next one.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Bye.
Deuces.